Did you know that some common exercises can silently push your blood pressure through the roof? While doctors recommend staying active to protect your heart, not every form of exercise is safe for seniors with hypertension. In fact, certain workouts can spike your blood pressure in seconds, strain your arteries, and put your heart at serious risk. That's why in this video, we'll uncover the exercises seniors with high blood pressure should avoid at all costs. You'll learn what makes them dangerous, what's really happening inside your body when you attempt them, and how to choose safer, doctor-approved alternatives that protect your arteries instead of harming them. Because here's the truth, exercise should be medicine, not a hidden danger. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to keep your workouts safe, effective, and heart-friendly. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your exercise routine. Heavy weightlifting. Lifting too heavy can silently push your blood pressure through the roof. For many seniors, lifting weights feels like the key to staying strong and independent. And in some ways, that's true. Resistance training can protect your bones, improve balance, and maintain muscle. But here's the hidden danger. When the weights are too heavy, they put your arteries under enormous strain. What happens in the body? When you lift a weight that challenges you to the point of straining, your body responds in two risky ways. First, your muscles tighten hard and squeeze your blood vessels, making it harder for blood to flow. Second, most people, without even realizing it, hold their breath. This is called the Valsalva maneuver. It's like blowing air into a balloon and sealing it shut in your chest. The trapped pressure pushes against your blood vessels, causing a sudden surge in blood pressure. For someone with hypertension, this spike can be dramatic. Systolic pressure can jump by 30 to 50 points in just a few seconds. That's enough to trigger dizziness, headaches, or, in the worst cases, heart rhythm problems and even stroke. Why this matters for seniors with hypertension? As we age, arteries naturally become stiffer. Add high blood pressure on top, and they're already under more strain than they should be. Heavy lifting forces them to stretch beyond what they can safely handle. The heart, too, is pushed to work harder, pumping against that resistance. Instead of building health, the workout may quietly chip away at artery strength. Safer alternatives. Now, this doesn't mean you should avoid all strength training. In fact, light resistance work is highly beneficial. The key is how you do it. Use light weights or resistance bands instead of heavy dumbbells. Aim for higher repetitions rather than maximum effort lifts. Focus on controlled breathing, exhale as you lift or push, inhale as you lower or release. Choose functional movements like seated leg extensions, wall push-ups, or light bicep curls. These strengthen muscles safely without dangerous spikes. Extra benefit of doing it right. When you practice safe resistance training, you don't just protect your blood pressure. You also improve joint stability, keep your bones strong against osteoporosis, and make daily activities, from carrying groceries to standing from a chair, easier. And all of that supports your independence, which is just as important as protecting your heart. Strength training is valuable, but lifting too heavy is dangerous for seniors with hypertension. Light, controlled, and consistent movement is the doctor-approved way to stay strong without risking your arteries. High-intensity interval training, HIIT. Pushing your heart to the max in short bursts can do more harm than good. HIIT, or high-intensity interval training, has become a fitness trend in recent years. It promises fast results, short workout times, and calorie-burning efficiency. But for seniors living with hypertension, HIIT can be more dangerous than beneficial. The sharp, repeated bursts of activity force your heart and arteries to work harder than they can safely handle. What happens in the body? During HIIT, you push your body close to maximum effort, sprinting, jumping, or doing rapid-fire movements, followed by short rests. For someone with high blood pressure, this pattern is a problem. The sudden effort sends blood pressure soaring, while the brief rest doesn't give the arteries enough time to recover. Instead of gently training your cardiovascular system, HIIT creates stress peaks and valleys that stiff arteries can't adapt to. The risks include sharp spikes in systolic pressure, chest discomfort, shortness of breath, dizziness, and even irregular heart rhythms. For seniors who may already have narrowed arteries or weakened heart muscle, this can be a setup for serious complications. Why this matters for seniors with hypertension. You might think pushing harder means I'm getting stronger, but with hypertension, your cardiovascular system already works overtime every day. Adding the stress of repeated high-intensity bursts can inflame blood vessels and increase the risk of hypertensive crises. Seniors are especially vulnerable because their recovery times are slower and their arteries have less flexibility to cushion the rapid shifts in blood flow. Safer alternatives. If you want the benefits of cardio without the risks, steady, moderate-intensity exercise is your best friend. For example, brisk walking for 15 to 30 minutes at a pace where you can talk but not sing. Stationary cycling at a comfortable, steady rhythm. Light swimming or water aerobics, which reduce joint strain while protecting blood pressure. Gentle chair aerobics that keep your heart rate stable. These forms of exercise strengthen your heart, improve circulation, and lower blood pressure without the roller coaster effect of HIIT. Extra benefit of consistency. Moderate, steady exercise also helps reduce stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, which directly raise blood pressure. Seniors who stick to consistent routines often find not only their blood pressure improving, but also their energy, mood, and sleep quality. HIIT may be trendy, but for seniors with hypertension, it's a shortcut to dangerous pressure spikes. Steady, consistent movement protects your arteries and gives you lasting health benefits. Isometric exercises, planks, wall sits, static holds. Holding your body in one rigid position can trap pressure inside your arteries. At first glance, isometric exercises look harmless. Planks, wall sits, or even holding your arms out to the side might seem simple and safe. They don't involve jumping or running, and they barely make you move. But for seniors with hypertension, these static holds can be surprisingly risky. What happens in the body? Isometric exercises work by contracting muscles without movement. The problem? When you squeeze your muscles and keep them locked in one position, blood flow becomes restricted. The vessels inside those muscles are compressed, making it harder for blood to move through. Meanwhile, your heart keeps pumping, but it has to push against this extra resistance. Blood pressure rises steadily the longer you hold the position. And unlike dynamic exercise where pressure fluctuates, isometrics trap that pressure in your system. For seniors with hypertension, this can lead to sudden spikes, dizziness, or even headaches. Why this matters for seniors with hypertension? As we age, arteries lose flexibility. For someone already living with high blood pressure, the vessels can't handle the trapped pressure as well as they once did. Even something as simple as holding a plank for 30 seconds may send blood pressure soaring. Seniors often don't notice until they feel lightheaded or unusually fatigued. Signs their cardiovascular system is being overstressed. Safer alternatives. The good news is you can still build strength without static holds. The key is movement. Try dynamic core exercises like seated knee lifts or gentle standing marches. Use flowing yoga poses instead of long static stretches. For example, moving from a seated twist to a forward bend. Practice light resistance band exercises where muscles contract and release naturally. These options strengthen muscles and improve circulation while allowing blood pressure to stay more stable. Extra benefit of dynamic movement. Dynamic exercises don't just protect your arteries, they also help improve circulation, coordination, and flexibility. For seniors, this means fewer balance issues, less stiffness, and better ability to perform daily activities without fatigue. Isometric holds may look safe, but they quietly raise blood pressure to dangerous levels for seniors with hypertension. Moving exercises keep your muscles strong and your arteries safe. Strenuous floor exercises, sit-ups, burpees, fast transitions. Getting up and down too quickly can send your blood pressure soaring. Many exercise routines include sit-ups, burpees, or fast-paced floor-to-standing movements. At first, these seem like great ways to strengthen your core or boost endurance. But for seniors with hypertension, these exercises carry hidden risks that can turn a workout into a dangerous event. What happens in the body? When you move rapidly from lying down to standing up, your blood pressure shifts quickly. In healthy younger bodies, the cardiovascular system adjusts almost instantly. But with hypertension, and especially in seniors, the arteries are stiffer and slower to respond. This sudden positional change can cause sharp spikes or drops in blood pressure. The result? Dizziness, imbalance, or fainting. Now add in the strain of core-heavy exercises like sit-ups. These movements force you to tighten abdominal muscles and sometimes hold your breath, which traps pressure inside your chest. The combination of muscle strain and position changes can overload your heart and arteries in seconds. Burpees are another culprit. They involve rapid, repeated shifts from squatting to push-up position to standing and jumping. For someone with hypertension, each stage creates pressure swings that the arteries cannot handle safely. Why this matters for seniors with hypertension? Falls are already a major risk for seniors. When dizziness or fainting is triggered by these exercises, the danger doubles. Not only is your blood pressure at risk, but also your bones and mobility. The strain on the cardiovascular system can also trigger headaches, chest discomfort, or irregular heartbeats. In other words, what looks like a simple workout can quietly pile up serious risks. Safer alternatives. You can still strengthen your core and improve mobility without risking sudden spikes. Try seated core twists, sit in a chair, gently twist side to side while keeping your back straight. Standing marches, lift knees one at a time, slowly and controlled to engage your core. Stability ball exercises, gentle seated movements on a ball improve balance and abdominal strength. Modified yoga stretches, such as seated forward bends or standing side bends that keep movements gradual. These exercises provide the benefits of core training while avoiding the extreme positional changes and strain of sit-ups or burpees. Extra benefit of controlled core workouts. By choosing safer core exercises, seniors not only protect their blood pressure, but also reduce fall risks, strengthen posture, and support better balance. Stronger core muscles help with everyday activities like walking, bending, or even standing upright for longer periods, all while keeping the heart safe. Fast floor exercises like sit-ups and burpees may look effective, but for seniors with hypertension, they're unsafe. Choose controlled, gradual movements to protect both your arteries and your independence. Extreme endurance training, marathons, long jogging, overexertion. More isn't always better when it comes to exercise and blood pressure. Many seniors believe that pushing their bodies for long distances or hours at a time proves dedication. After all, endurance training like jogging, cycling for hours, or even marathon walking events is often linked with strong athletes and heart health. But here's the truth. For seniors with hypertension, extreme endurance exercise can do more harm than good. What happens in the body? During long, strenuous sessions, your heart is forced to beat faster for extended periods. This constant demand raises blood pressure, floods your body with stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, and inflames your arteries. Instead of building strength, your cardiovascular system is being pushed beyond safe limits. Research shows that excessive endurance exercise can enlarge the heart muscle in unhealthy ways and increase the risk of arrhythmias, abnormal heart rhythms that can be especially dangerous in seniors. Overexertion also increases oxidative stress inside your arteries, which accelerates stiffness and makes it harder for blood to flow smoothly. For someone with hypertension, the arteries are already under strain. Adding hours of nonstop pressure is like overinflating a balloon until it risks bursting. Why this matters for seniors with hypertension? Your arteries and heart don't need marathons to stay healthy, they need consistency. Seniors often forget that recovery time slows down with age. What might feel like pushing through actually becomes harmful, leading to fatigue, dizziness, or chest pain. Over time, this level of stress can raise blood pressure instead of lowering it. And let's not forget the practical risks. Long sessions often mean exercising in heat or cold, dehydration, or low blood sugar, all of which can make blood pressure even harder to control. Safer alternatives. Endurance training doesn't have to be extreme to be effective. For seniors with hypertension, moderate activity done regularly is far more beneficial than long, punishing workouts. Try 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking at a comfortable pace, 5 days a week. Swimming or water aerobics, which give the heart a workout without joint stress. Light stationary cycling for 15 to 25 minutes. Gentle hiking on safe, even terrain. The key is to focus on regular movement that strengthens the heart without overwhelming it. Extra benefit of consistency over intensity. Moderate, steady exercise lowers blood pressure more effectively because it reduces stress hormones, keeps arteries flexible, and builds stamina without damaging the heart. Seniors who stay consistent often find they have more energy, better sleep, and less joint pain. Benefits you simply can't get from exhausting endurance challenges. Long, extreme endurance sessions put unnecessary strain on seniors with hypertension. Your heart doesn't need a marathon. It needs safe, consistent movement that it can handle every day. Exercising in extreme heat or cold. Weather extremes can turn a safe workout into a dangerous one. It's easy to think that exercising outdoors is always healthy. Fresh air, sunshine, and open space sound perfect for the heart. But for seniors with hypertension, the environment matters just as much as the exercise itself. Pushing your body in extreme heat or bitter cold can quietly transform a safe routine into a risky one. What happens in the body? During heat. When you exercise in high temperatures, your body sweats to cool down. That sweat pulls water and minerals like sodium and potassium out of your system. Dehydration makes your blood thicker, forcing your heart to pump harder. At the same time, heat dilates your blood vessels, making your cardiovascular system unstable. For seniors with hypertension, this combination can cause sudden drops or dangerous spikes in blood pressure, dizziness, and even fainting. What happens in the body during cold? Cold weather has the opposite effect. It causes your blood vessels to narrow or constrict. This increases resistance, meaning your heart must push harder against tighter arteries. For someone with high blood pressure, this extra load can send systolic numbers soaring. Cold air also reduces oxygen uptake in the lungs, which may trigger breathlessness or chest discomfort during exercise. Why this matters for seniors with hypertension? Seniors already face reduced flexibility in their arteries. Add extreme temperatures, and the risks multiply. Dizziness, chest pain, or shortness of breath in unsafe weather can lead not only to cardiovascular complications but also to dangerous falls. The body's ability to regulate temperature also weakens with age, so what feels like just a hot day or just a chilly morning can be far more stressful than expected. Safer alternatives. The safest option is to avoid exercising outdoors during extreme conditions. Instead, choose indoor options like treadmill walking, stationary biking, or light chair aerobics. In hot weather, exercise in the morning or evening when temperatures are cooler. In cold weather, dress in layers, cover your head and hands, and warm up indoors before going outside. Always stay hydrated, sip water before, during, and after your session. By keeping your environment controlled, you allow your arteries to stay stable while still getting the benefits of exercise. Extra benefit of indoor safety. Exercising indoors doesn't just protect your blood pressure, it also improves consistency. Seniors who rely on indoor routines don't have to skip workouts because of extreme heat waves, cold snaps, or storms. That consistency is what truly protects arteries over the long run. Heat and cold put hidden stress on your heart and arteries. For seniors with hypertension, the safest exercise environment is one that keeps your body and your blood pressure stable. Safe routine and daily plan tie everything together. Avoiding the wrong exercises is only half the battle. Here's what to do instead. Now that we've gone through the exercises seniors with hypertension should avoid at all costs, it's time to focus on what you can do safely. Because here's the truth, exercise is not the enemy. The wrong type of exercise is. Done the right way, daily movement can lower blood pressure, protect arteries, strengthen muscles, and improve independence. The goal isn't to push harder, it's to move smarter. The formula for a safe routine. Every safe exercise plan for seniors with hypertension should include 3 key parts. Gentle warm-up, prepares the heart, arteries, and muscles. Main exercise, steady, low-impact movement that raises the heart rate moderately. Cool down and recovery, gradually lowers heart rate and stabilizes blood pressure. Skipping these steps is where many risks begin. Following this structure gives your cardiovascular system time to adapt and stay balanced. Sample 20-minute daily plan, doctor approved. Minutes 1 to 4, warm-up, gentle marching in place, shoulder rolls and slow arm circles. Focus on breathing deeply to prepare your arteries. Minutes 5 to 14, main exercise. Choose a safe activity you enjoy, brisk indoor or outdoor walk, weather permitting. Stationary cycling at a comfortable, steady pace. Gentle swimming or water aerobics if available. Chair aerobics or light dance movements for those with balance concerns. Minutes 15 to 18. Strength and mobility. Use resistance bands or light weights, 1 to 2 kilograms. Try seated leg extensions, wall push-ups, or light bicep curls. Always breathe steadily, Exhale on effort, inhale on release. Minutes 19 to 20, cool down. Slow walking, gentle stretches, and deep breathing. This prevents dizziness and helps blood pressure return to baseline safely. Extra benefits beyond blood pressure. This routine doesn't just protect your arteries. It also strengthens your lungs, improves flexibility, sharpens memory by increasing blood flow to the brain, and boosts sleep quality. Each of these benefits indirectly supports lower blood pressure, creating a cycle of health that goes far beyond the numbers on a monitor. Key safety tips for seniors. Never skip warm-up or cool down. Avoid exercising in extreme heat or cold. Keep movements controlled and steady, not rushed. Stop immediately if you feel dizzy, faint, or experience chest discomfort. Stay hydrated and wear supportive shoes. A simple 20-minute daily plan, warm up, safe movement, strength, and cool down is enough to protect your arteries, lower your blood pressure, and improve your quality of life without unnecessary risks. Conclusion. Exercise can be one of the most powerful tools for controlling high blood pressure, but only if it's done the right way. For seniors, the wrong types of workouts like heavy lifting, high-intensity bursts, static holds, or extreme endurance sessions can quietly put arteries and the heart at risk. But the right kinds of movement, steady, gentle, and consistent, work like medicine for your body. The reassuring truth is this: you don't need to push harder, run longer, or lift heavier to protect your heart. You simply need to move smarter. A daily plan that includes safe, low-impact exercise will not only lower blood pressure but also improve energy, balance, and independence. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and should not replace professional medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting or changing your exercise routine. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe for more doctor-approved tips on protecting your heart and lowering blood pressure naturally. Thank you for watching, and remember, safe movement is the best medicine for your arteries.